Charli XCX says her 1975 musician, husband George Daniel, was the first person who really understood me, as she describes herself as extremely narcissistic. Charli XCX opened up about her relationship with her husband George Daniel, as she confessed he was the first person who really understood me in a recent interview on Thursday. The singer, 33, returned to the spotlight last week after she released her new album Music, Fashion, Film. In dissecting one of the tracks called I'm Afraid, Charli chatted to Zane Lowe on his Apple Music podcast as she revealed the song is about her relationship with the 1975 drummer and how he understands she can be extremely narcissistic. She explained, I'm Afraid is a very real song, and it's about George and I's relationship, but more specifically my relationship with commitment and why I kind of have a history with that.
After you work out, you can feel worn out. Reach for core power and rise to a whole new level of recovery. High-quality protein to build muscle. The nutrition you need to power on.
Ready to order? Scan the QR code now or visit grabdeal.us/10.
Meeting George, he was sort of the first person who really understood me so intricately, like my pros and my cons, let's say, and also the fact that on top of all of that, I'm also an artist who sometimes is extremely narcissistic. Like he knows that. Describing how being an artist makes her selfish, she continued. Sometimes being an artist you do get to be selfish. It's kind of part of the job. Charli XCX has revealed her the 1975 musician husband George Daniel was the first person who really understood me, as she describes herself as extremely narcissistic. The singer said, meeting George, he was sort of the first person who really understood me so intricately, like my pros and my cons, let's say, pictured together in February. You get to be like, I'm not doing that, I'm doing this, I'm doing it my way, I'm canceling this, I'm going to be late. It's like you get to just be selfish. When you put that into a relationship, you don't really get to be selfish all the time. Or you can, but it shouldn't be like that. And you kind of have to separate those two parts of your brain like, oh, this isn't the artist brain, this is the being a good person, like loving the person unconditionally. And and that's obviously not just coming from me. And I think that's why it works for us, because we both understand that. George actually, God bless him, is somebody who understands that and understands where it comes from as well. Charli married the musician in July 2025 in an intimate ceremony at Hackney Town Hall in London before going on to enjoy a larger wedding celebration in Sicily in the September. Praising how George has given her confidence in herself, she continued, I wouldn't be where I am today without him. He just gave me so much confidence in myself because he was able to sort of balance me as a human in our private life. And he made me really happy, and and still does. I don't know why I'm saying past tense. I think I owe so much to him because he has helped really allow me to explore these different sides of myself in a way that sometimes still feels a bit chaotic, but sometimes actually feels quite like safe, which is really nice. Praising how George has given her confidence in herself, she continued, I wouldn't be where I am today without him. He just gave me so much confidence in myself, pictured in January. The couple announced their engagement in November 2023, before tying the knot a year and a half later. In an interview with British Vogue back in April, she said, I don't really want to write songs about my husband forever. I'm not sure how interesting that is, and he knows that. If I write about our relationship, I'm probably only really interested in writing about some of the more obscure feelings of being married. Last month, Charli set pulses racing with the sizzling music video for her new single Wink Wink from her 7th album. In her latest music video, the pop star lies in a field before a gust of wind blows her skirt up to unveil her pink underwear. Things turned up a notch with scenes showing Charli simulating a solo sex act before covering her breasts in soap and pressing them against a window. She later rubs the soap on her bottom, which she flashes multiple times throughout the music video. Along with shots of Charli in suggestive positions, the star is seen rolling around in mud and spraying whipped cream into her mouth.